everyone, and welcome to Gamecocks at the Movies. I'm Cody Guest.
I'm Krista Larson.
And in case you can't tell by my shirt, this week's review is Captain America: Civil War. Now, Krista, give us a little bit of a plot synopsis of Civil War.
Well, basically, if you've seen any of the trailers, you get the gist. After the whole Avengers 2, the whole Sokovia thing went crazy, so the government's trying to crack down on superheroes and get them signed the Sokovia Accords, which basically just, gets them a little bit more under control of the government. So of course, Tony Stark loves this idea. He's like, yes, we need control. And Captain America is like, no, I want to do my own thing. So then they fight, and they get like the best people ever on both sides, and it turns this amazing like Avengers 2.5 movie. And it's great.
So now that we have the basic gist of the movie, what was your overall thoughts? Good, bad, amazing? Okay,
well personally, I love Marvel, huge fan. So you already had me a little bit biased going in there, but I did really like a lot of like the little things they added in there. I loved how they brought in new characters. They introduced Spider-Man, which is really great. I love how Sony kind of gave that up a little bit. We got to see some more of Ant-Man, who's great, because after his movie last year, we all love him. And I really liked how they kind of made the good side, bad side very convoluted, because you can look at both sides and see what they're talking about and understand what they're, kind of what their both points are. So there's not really, I don't think, a set good side and a set bad side. You can really understand both.
Now, a couple of the big things introduced in this movie, you mentioned him earlier, Spider-Man. He was one of two major characters introduced, and let's just start with him. What was your overall thoughts on Spider-Man?
I definitely liked how they're giving him another fresh start, because I feel so bad, like since the 2000s have started to keep doing like reboots of Spider-Man. Like hopefully we can finally set on this one. He's cute, I don't really know much about him. He's adorable. I liked how they gave him that new little outfit. Tony Stark kind of, upped up the ante a little bit. And also the main thing people have been talking about is Aunt May. Yeah. She got younger, so that's new. Overall, I can't say anything bad about him. I thought it was kind of cool how he just takes Captain America's shield, like just with his web. He's like, no, that's mine now.
And that's your first introduction to him in battle.
Well, the other thing, of course, character they introduced, which I thought was really great, and even the end credits, they get a little bit more in the movies coming out, is Black Panther, which I know a lot of people got really excited over, because he is monumental, and he made history when it came to the comic books. He was the first black superhero to come out, so that's really cool, and it's a big deal. What do you think about the actor that played him?
I thought Chadwick Boseman did a great job. I first came to know him in the Jackie Robinson movie, 42. Loved him in that, and I haven't seen all the stuff he's been in, but I know he did 42. He did the James Brown movie, which I know got critical acclaim. So nothing but great stuff for him so far.
But he's definitely a newcomer on the scene, so I think that's really neat that we're bringing this kind of new guy, and they're giving him good, motivation. Like his dad's dead now, he's got to take over Wakanda. So because in the end credits, they definitely did set him up a little bit, along with Spider-Man, of course. So that was I know that one of the main criticisms that was said is that definitely was just like a giant trailer for all these upcoming movies.
Yeah. No, I think a legitimate criticism that can be levied is one that often Marvel has: the villains.
The villain.
Now, the one in this one, Baron Zemo, what did you think of him overall?
Okay, he is a creepy guy, so I definitely had that like weird vibe from the very beginning. But definitely, what I would say about him, which I didn't like, is just his entire plan was so convoluted. They had to go through all these steps to get the end result. Like, what if Tony Stark hadn't shown up at like the base, or what if Bucky could have just been like la 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 while he was starting to say those commands. So there's all these holes in his plan. Yeah. That, I mean, obviously it worked out because it's Marvel and that's just how it works. Yeah. But that would be my biggest criticism for the movie, is him as the villain.
Well, I think that's definitely a fair criticism. I liked him in that he wasn't Thanos, or he wasn't like the big hulking villain.
Not the unbeatable guy, just a very smart one.
Very smart. So, okay, and sort of the last thing I want to get into before we wrap this up, and you've hit on it a couple of times. A lot of people were saying before, and this is just Avengers 2.5.
Right.
Yes, you're putting the Captain America title on it, but Iron Man, Spider-Man, Cap, Bucky, Vision.
The only two Avengers we're missing are Thor and Hulk. So,
which, if you haven't seen it, they did a little like one-shot thing, like what's Thor been up to during Civil War? Just go on YouTube, check it out. It's a lot of fun. So, but was this Avengers 2.5?
In a way, yes. They definitely did try to, kind of bring home that whole, this is a Captain America movie, because they have that little relationship between Bucky and Cap.
Definitely.
But like, that's just this one small part of it. The overarching theme was everybody together.
Yes.
And so it was 2.5 to me.
Yeah, and I can't disagree with that, but, and you sort of hit on it, it always comes back to that Steve Rogers, Bucky Barnes story. Yes, Iron Man's doing his thing, Vision's over here, but, anytime Bucky and Steve were together, I felt that relationship. Yes. And I did feel that, this is all Captain America, Steve Rogers. This is all he has left, and he's trying his best, even though Bucky's not the best guy sometimes.
He's trying to see the best in him.
Exactly. So, but overall, in case you can't tell, we both really enjoyed this movie. So if you had to give it a grade from, we'll use the college scale, from an A to an F, what would you give it?
I'd probably give it like an A to an A minus. It definitely was really great. There's, like I said, there's things they could have hammered out a little bit better.
Yes, definitely.
But it was still a really great movie, and I mean, the critics will agree with me. I think it got like 90%. So
yeah.
No complaints from me. I'm looking forward to all the upcoming movies because I love Marvel.
I feel like I'm echoing her statements a lot, but I had to give it an A. Again, it hit the comedy when it needed to. It hit the dramatic elements when it needed to. And I just had a lot of fun with this movie.
Right, I did.
And if you haven't seen the movie yet, I'll just say 2 words. Airport scene.
Yes, oh my gosh.
Amazing.
Such a good scene.
So, yeah, I think that wraps up our review. So, Thank you everyone for watching it. I've been Cody Guest.
I'm Krista Larson. Don't forget to check it out at Wrestle House this weekend.